to today is Monday, October 27th, 2025. It is 10:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm so happy to have you all here in my live broadcast as we approach November 1st. Okay, as you all know, there's a looming crisis, okay, which threatens millions of Ohioans. The potential suspension of SNAP benefits due to the ongoing government shutdown, as we know, the federal government shutdown. It's not only affecting Ohioans, shall I be specific, but it's going to affect the entire country, the entire nation. So we're going to be talking about that today in today's broadcast, just to give a short perspective on it. Everybody's talking about it, but I'm here to break it down. Also, remember that this disruption in the food stamps and SNAP could impact over 1.4 million residents, including 500,000 children, and they rely on these benefits for their daily nutrition. Okay, and we'll also get into if the store shut down, how it affects you, even if you're not a SNAP benefit holder and all of these things. And we'll be out of here in probably less than 10, 15 minutes. So I appreciate you all being here. If you're not subscribed yet, please make sure you do subscribe. It is free to do. Now, as far as the SNAP crisis is concerned here in Ohio, to be a little bit more specific, with the federal shutdown persisting, nearly 1.4 million Ohioans face the possibility of missing their November SNAP payments. Now, this situation is exacerbated by rising food prices, okay? Things that are blowing people's minds. And the end of the pandemic era benefits, really, ultimately. And it's really leaving a lot of families vulnerable. And that's according to the Health Policy Institute of Ohio. And just in general, you guys can turn on your news anywhere and you'll see what's going on. The cessation of SNAP benefits doesn't only affect recipients, okay? To be clear, supermarkets, delivery services like DoorDash, and local food banks are all interconnected. Remember that. So if folks are not ordering with their EBT benefits through these DoorDash companies, which they're used to doing now, and they give these discounts and this and that, then guess what? The DoorDashers are no longer making money. And those families are no longer shopping either. Remember that a significant reduction in SNAP usage could lead to decreased business for a lot of these entities. And not potentially, really, it's just in reality, just causing a broader economic downturn in the food sector itself. Now, as far as historically how our ancestors prepared for a lot of these things in the 1930s pantry, most places, most families, of course, drawing inspiration from the 1930s during the first Great Depression, time when families faced a lot of economic hardships. And certain staples that they had in their home, our ancestors, items like dried beans, rice, flour, canned vegetables are all important things, and powdered milk. They were staples, okay? These are things that the pantry would give to us back in the days, and you just toss it to the corner and say that you're not going to use it. You need to pull those things out, okay? Families had a lot of sustenance with these items during those times. Another thing that I just want to point out that I think is very important for you all to know is that you all need to have your go bag. If you guys have been subscribed to my channel, you know that I've been having a go bag for some years now. Have it ready to go. It's crucial to be proactive. You got to be proactive. Okay. You got to assemble your go bag. Okay. Your go bag has to have certain non-perishable items like food items, canned items. You got to have a few things of water at the minimum, some medications, and whatever other little essentials that you think you may need. You can look up lists on Google, stuff like that. This preparation, just having this prepared can provide a peace of mind is what I'm saying. Okay, so that way, if there's any disruptions or anything like that, you'll be ready. Okay. Now, I want to ask you all here, I'm not sure if you guys feel like writing in the comments, but are you yourself prepared? Do you have a go bag ready? Because if not, it's time to start. It's time to start. A lot of these local food banks, they're getting tied up. They don't have any food. They don't have any meats. Okay, my local food banks here in the area and the towns, they don't have any more meats and stuff like that. So you need to start trying to gather your things together. Just remember and keep in mind that preparation today can make all the difference for tomorrow. Hello, welcome V10L3T. Welcome to the broadcast. I appreciate you being here. But folks, I am Pavi OG. I'm your host. And again, as we navigate these uncertain times, we need to start coming together as communities. We need to start learning how to barter again. We need to stay informed through all of this, stay prepared, and support one another. Together, we can and we will weather any type of storm. I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next live. Thank you all for being here. Have a beautiful and blessed day.